Retention editing is not what you think it is. I've seen so many reels, so many shorts, and people say
retention, hey, this is the best way to retention edit. This is called actual retention editing, and
they're showing highly edited clips, the most insane effects known to man, which is not doable for the average person, and they call it retention editing. I call it dopamine frying, to be honest, because that's what it is. You're just constantly doing all of those effects, the crazy camera movements, and trust me, I've done it. That's why I'm speaking from experience, right? If you want to check those out, feel free to go check Abundance Wisdom out. I have the shorts there. The term retention editing is so misused. From their perspective, if you can put as many effects on a video possible, that's called retention editing. That's not retention editing, and I've seen it. And the people who call themselves professional retention editors, the kind of the videos they make, they only get like 1,000 likes, 2,000-3,000 likes, and trust me, those edits are very, very good. But the problem is that they don't have the fundamentals down. They just think that frying the dopamine receptors is called retention editing. Come on, man. And it's not doable for the long run. You cannot consistently make these type of edits. You have to have a style which is consistently doable, right? You don't burn yourself with making a single video. That's gonna take those type of videos take so much time. When you're done, you're just gonna feel burned out. You're gonna take 2 days break. While me, on the other hand, I'm gonna just, with my consistent style, I'm just gonna keep pumping out content with the same style. I can upload it daily, no problem for me. So let's get down to the nitty-gritty, right? What is actually retention editing? Retention editing is basically keeping your fundamentals in check and making sure that the viewers watch your video till the very end. That is called actual retention editing. And retention editing is not just putting crazy effects and frying their dopamine receptors. If you want to call it, fine. I don't call it, and most of the people who are watching this who call themselves retention editors don't get the views because they don't know how to actually retain their audience. They just retain like 17-18-year-olds, and they think, oh, retention editing, whoa. I've never seen those type of edits get like 100,000 likes, 200,000 likes. Some of my shorts have crossed 1 million likes. So many, I can't even count on my hand how many have crossed 100,000 likes, 500,000 likes. So I want to make sure that you guys are actually getting the most valuable knowledge. So you have to make sure that your hook is awesome. If your hook is not good, nobody's gonna watch your video, right? If you need to make sure that your hook is intriguing, it has that what the fuck element to it. If it's not intriguing, people have millions of reels to scroll. Why should they watch yours? That's what you should ask yourself. And that's how you should frame your first 3 seconds. That the first 3 seconds, especially when you're starting out, that should literally be your main goal. I can give so many examples. For example, if you're in the editing niche, you can have a hook like, this free plugin has saved me 100 hours of editing time. It's free and it saved you time, right? So it's no investment on their end, and they're getting value out of it, which is saving their time. Your audience is now hooked, right? And obviously your niche will differ, but I want to make sure that it has that boom element to it, so that it stands out. Your short has to say, here's how to get a 6-pack. Here's how to get anime shredded. That's a better hook. Like, I just did this on top of my head, right? If I use ChatGPT, like brainstorm for literally 5 minutes, I can come up with 100 times better hook. And this is for personal brands, right? If you're making faceless content, you have to make sure that your faceless content, like you choose your clips having in mind that the hook is awesome as well, right? And I have more experience with faceless content, so I know what I'm talking about. Now, what will keep them watching? It's literally speech. If your speech is shit, nobody will watch it, no matter how many effects you put on the video. And here's a very neat trick that you can do. If you have a clip and you look at it from a viewer's perspective and listen to the raw cut, and you can listen to it without any music, without any sound effects, without any effects, you are entertained throughout till the end of the video. That's a good sign. That's a good speech. If you feel bored, you feel like you're forcing yourself to watch, no matter how many effects you put in there, you will not retain your audience because you cannot retain yourself. Another good way is that raw cut that you have made, send it to your friends, send it to your family members, your people who support you in this. If this popped up in your feed, would you watch it all the way through? If the answer is yes, boom, you have a solid clip. Now the base, right? I'm taking you from I'm building the foundation. This is what's important. The triangle. right? Not a inverse triangle. You have all of the effects, the triangle is going to fall, so you don't need fancy editing. Make sure that the speech is awesome. So next is the music selection, making sure that the music fits the vibe. Music, like if something serious is going on, if there's a lot of conversation happening, if there's a heated exchange, debate, whatever, you don't want to put like some upbeat music. You want to put some serious yet mellow type music so that the viewer can focus on the video, not on the music, because sometimes like people use those kind of music tracks which distract the viewer. So you don't want to do that. If you have a more feel like moment, savage moment, cold moments type of shorts, yes, you can put a more powerful type of music in which the music is more of the focus, not the clip, right? So you have to mix these type of things. This is actually called retention editing. If you have all of these things together, literally the hook, speech, and the music, you will get a retention of 100% if you pull this off correctly. Given that, and also please keep this in mind, when you increase the duration, the harder it will be for you to retain them. So I would personally suggest that for starters, you are in the 30 to 35 second niche, 30 to 35 second duration. So make sure that your edits are clean. They don't have to be fancy, right? I know all of this. I know After Effects. I have done the fancy edit. I'm telling you, if you're starting out, make your edits clean. Don't make your edits look bad. They should just, and a very good example of this is a lot of the reels on Instagram. These are like, they're so simple. They have that rounded rectangular format inside of it. There's a high quality podcast clip, 4K podcast clip, rich in detail, and then they have the tiny caption. That's it. It's literally seen it get like 400,000 likes, 500, 800,000 likes. Because the fundamental is actually the retention. So please keep this in mind. Don't focus on frying your viewers' dopamine receptors to force them, to watch the whole video. It's not worth it. You'll waste more time and you'll get less in return. So make sure that the hook, that the speech, that the music, the duration, these things are in check, because these are what actually matters, right? And yeah, if you want to learn more from me, click the first link below in the description. That will take you to my school communities. If you are a beginner, you want to be taken to an amateur level, please join Abundance Creators. If you are already an amateur trying to scale and want to monetize effectively with practical lessons, not bullshit fluff on the internet, those kind of people, please join Abundance School. And if you want to get your shorts completely made, get your longs completely made, you can opt in for Abundance Deluxe. That is for me. See you guys in the next video.